Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. So, TNA Wrestling worked with WWE earlier in the year, and I kind of wanted to speculate who could they possibly add to 2K25 now that they have a working relationship, now that Vince McMahon's gone, and the Forbidden Door is no longer the Forbidden Door. We might see some of these wrestlers in a DLC pack. And a DLC pack usually is what, 5 to 6 wrestlers? So let's go over to the roster page. Let's try to figure out who those 5 or 6 wrestlers should or could be. Let's go look. Alright, here we are over on TNAWrestling.com. Now, full disclosure, I haven't watched TNA Wrestling in a very long time, so a lot of these wrestlers, I'm like, who are they? But I see them in my X feed, I want to say Twitter feed all the time, so I know who they are via that. But the show, I haven't watched in a long time. Anyway. Number 1, Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler, aka the Spirit Squad member. Oh man, I think it'd be cool to have Nick Nemeth in it. I keep wanting to call him Ziggler. He'll forever be Dolph Ziggler to me because he was that gimmick for so long. It sucks that they didn't really make him the guy in WWE. They tried for a little bit, but then he got injured and they never tried again. If you had a bad match with Dolph Ziggler, you were the problem, not Dolph Ziggler. That guy is one of the best guys in the ring, hands down. Wasn't that great on the mic, in my opinion, but everything else, perfect. So anyway, I think it'd be awesome for Nick Nemeth to come back to the WWE 2K games. What better way to do it than being the TNA champion? That'd be pretty cool. Unfortunately, I don't think he'd want to be in the game. I mean, hey, it's money. It's free money, right? Anyway, so my first pick for this roster would be Nick Nemeth. Next up would be the Hardys. Hardy Boys, and I really like Broken Matt Hardy, so hopefully that would be included, as an alternate attire. But the Hardy Boys, old school Hardy Boys, would be awesome. Their old theme and everything. I would love to have the Hardys back in a WWE game, and I'm going to count this as one pick. I'm cheating here. So Nick Nemeth is 1. The Hardy Boys are 2. We can only pick 5 or 6. So let's keep going here. Next up, Ace Austin, Ace Steel, where he ended up, Ain Prince, AJ Francis. My next pick would be Ash by Elegance in this gimmick, not her WWE gimmick. I feel like this gimmick really helped her. If they get her escort to the ring and everything, the guy that announces her and everything. I watched it a lot when she first started. I haven't been keeping up with it. But I would think it'd be really cool to have her come back to the game as her TNA gimmick. That would be awesome. So Ash by Elegance is my 3rd pick. It's funny, I'm picking mostly ex-WWE guys. Don't worry, I'm going to pick some TNA wrestlers here too. Let's see, we got Brian Myers, Campaign Singh, Chris Bay, Cody Deaner, Crazy Steve, Danny Luna, Eddie Edwards, Eric Young. Wasn't he in WWE for a little bit? I wonder why he left. Eric Young is an OG TNA wrestling person. We might come back and pick him as our 4th, but for now, I don't know. Let me keep looking here. Let's see. We got First Class. Poor guy. Frankie Kazarian. Nice. Gail Kim. Gail Kim. We might have to cheat and do we'll do 6. So Gail Kim, we got to get Gail Kim back in the WWE game. She left for TNA a long time ago. Back, I can't even remember the year, but it was a long time ago. Back when TNA was starting to be run by Hulk Hogan, or should I say be ran into the ground by Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, where they tried to change everything and try to compete with WWE. It's like, no, do your own thing. It's working. Don't destroy the company trying to compete with Vince again. They never learned their lesson. Oy. Anyway, so I think it'd be really cool to get Gail Kim back in the game because she does have that history with WWE. Again, I'm picking another WWE person, but I would say she's more of a TNA/Impact wrestler than she is WWE because she did way more in TNA than in WWE. All right, next up, so she's number 4, right? So we're going to go recouper here. We got Nick Nemeth, the Hardys, counting as 1. Ash by Elegance, Gail Kim. So we got 2 more. We can only pick 2 more. Otherwise, this video will be hours long. So Hammerstone, I met this dude in Salem, Oregon. Back when he like first started, super jacked back then. I'm shocked he never made it to WWE. I know he tried out for NXT and stuff, and they didn't pick him. It could have been his attitude. It could have been something like that, because he kind of had a chip on his shoulder back in Salem, Oregon. But yeah, I'm shocked he's not in it. But he's not my pick. I just wanted to throw that out there. I met the guy. He was nice to me. So yeah. Havoc, Heather by Elegance. That's funny. Jack Prince, Jake something, Jason Hosh, Jade Chung, Jeff Hardy again. We got Fandango, JDC. He's just like like a redneck gimmick. That's pretty funny with the vest and everything. Jody Threat, Joe Hendry, automatic number 5. I believe in Joe Hendry. We got to get him in the game. Everybody would buy that DLC if they put him on the roster. Yes, do it. Easy money. Split it 50-50 with TNA if you have to. I don't care. Just get Joe Hendry. Even if they pick nobody else, they got to get Joe Hendry in WWE 2K25. It would be hilarious. It would be amazing. I think everybody's creative wrestler would have, you know. Anyway, so yes, Joe Hendry, number 5. So we got one more. All right, so let's be John Schuyler, Jonathan Gresham, Jordan Grace. Ooh. She might have to be the 6th one, but let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Josh Alexander, Josh Matthews. Now, I've seen this guy pop up all over the internet. I'm not a fan of the headgear thing. So, no. Josh Matthews, KC Navarro, Judas Icarus, Kevin Knight, Killer Kelly, Killian King, Khan. Oh, cool. That's one of the old Ascension dudes where they were awesome in NXT. And then when they brought them to the real roster, the main roster, their gimmick didn't land, and they ended up becoming jobbers. It was like, oh, I liked their gimmick. It kind of reminded me of the Legion of Doom. I think that's what they were going for. They were like, welcome to the wasteland. You know, I thought they looked cool. I liked their gimmick, but it just didn't land on the main roster, and Vince ended up destroying it. Then we got Kushida. Man, we got a lot of good ones still left. Laredo Kid, Li Ying. Oh, sweet. Xia Li ended up in TNA. Leon Slater, Mesha Slamovic. Now, she is one I've never heard of. I'm just being honest. I've never heard of her. It's the first time I've seen her. Oh, crap. Matt Cardona. Now that his wife is the first U.S. champion, man, we're going to have a tough 6th pick here. Man. We might have to withdraw other ones. All right, so we got Matt Cardona, Matt Hardy, Matthew, Mike Santana, Moose, Mustafa Ali, Nick Nemeth again, PCO, Rhino, I remember Rhino, Rich Swann, Rosemary, Ryan Nemeth, Sammy Callahan, Santino Marella. That's where he ended up. I was wondering where he ended up. Savannah Evans, Shira, Shogun, Spitfire, Steph D. Lander, okay, Steve Macklin, Tessa Blanchard. I just saw all those stuff posted on X that she's back. That's cool. Tasha Steeles, the Good Hands, the Hardys again. They're like listed like 5 times. The Northern Armory, the Personal, yeah, the Rascals, the System, Tom Hannafan, Tommy Dreamer. Oh, nice. Travis Williams. Isn't Tommy Dreamer the booker over there? I know he does a lot for TNA. Trent Seven, Trey Miguel, Zaya, Brookshide, Zachary Wentz. All right, so the last pick. Got to narrow it down to Matt Cardona or Jordan Grace. 2 great picks. But because his wife just won the U.S. title, I kind of want him back in the games just because of that. So for my pick, Jordan Grace is freaking awesome. I want her in the game too. If we could do, maybe we'll do a huge 7-pack or a double pack. But I would pick Matt Cardona. So to recap my 5 picks: Nick Nemeth, the Hardys, counting as one. Ash by Elegance. Gail Kim. Joe Hendry. And Matt Cordona. So sound off the comments below. Who would you pick if you can only pick 5 or 6? Let's just say 6 to make it simple. If you can only pick 6 wrestlers from this roster via DLC pack in WWE 2K25, who would you pick? Thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty.
Delicious!